What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another video, and this will be my Browns Colts Week 5 preview as my 3-1 Cleveland Browns return to the dog pound to face off against the 3-1 Indianapolis Colts at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, we got a later kickoff than usual, but honestly, I don't mind. This gives me a chance to sit back, relax, and watch the early games. And then once 4:25 comes around, it's time to turn up and hopefully watch my squad get that dub. Now, for those wondering about stadium capacity for this game, of course, for the previous two home games, we had 6,000 fans in attendance. Well, I got some really good news. Earlier today, Governor Mike DeWine officially approved an increase in stadium capacity from 6,000 fans to 12,000 fans at First Energy Stadium. And from what I've heard, it sounds like he's going to cap the number at that, which means there's probably not going to be any further increase. But you never know. Maybe sometime later on down the line, maybe Governor DeWine decides to increase it by a little bit more. But from what I've heard, it sounds like it's going to stay at 12,000 probably for the rest of the home schedule. And honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that. 12,000 fans is better than 6,000 fans, and we all know 6,000 fans is better than no fans. So let's freaking go. That stadium is going to be even louder than it was before. I'm freaking ready, bro. I mean, you look at this game, we got a 3-1 Colts team coming to town, and all we've heard so far this season is that we've beaten nobody. And honestly, they're kind of right. The three teams we have beaten have a combined 3 wins. Yeah, our 3 wins all have a win themselves. So it'd be great to beat a team with 3 wins, get rid of that logic, and also beat a pretty good team too, because the Colts are a really, really good team. Now, their only loss on the season, like us, came week 1, but they lost to Walmart, Baker Mayfield, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, that's tough. I mean, at least we lost to a potential Super Bowl contender. You guys freaking lost to Gardner freaking Minshew. How the heck do you lose to Gardner Minshew? Now, I better not talk too loud because for all I know, we could lose to the Jaguars later this season. But if you ask me, I don't see that happening. Because guess what? Nick Chubb should be back for that game. In fact, I think he will be back for that game. I think his target date is the Texans game to return. So, yeah, Houston, you get to face the guy who you essentially gave us. So, yeah, have fun. That's going to be a lot of fun, right? Watching the guy that, honestly, you could have had possibly crush your spirits. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, for those who didn't know, the Texans gave us the pick that became Nick Chubb when we acquired Brock Osweiler. That's tough. And I think they also gave us the pick that turned into Denzel Ward, too. Man, so the Texans really gave us Denzel Ward and Nick Chubb. That's tough. They gave us 2 franchise cornerstones. Yeah, thanks, Houston. We really appreciate it. All right, enough talking about Houston. Let's talk about the freaking Colts, all right? Now, from what I know, there's a couple fans on YouTube who are Colts fans. You got Naptown Finest and my guy TTC Savior. Shout out to you guys. It's all love. I have no hate for the Colts, honestly. Your division's low-key garbage. I mean, you got the freaking COVID Titans in your freaking division. I hate them, though. They're freaking bums, Honestly, I thought they could have beaten the Steelers this week, but no. Let's all be irresponsible and get the virus. Yes. Freaking stupid. I honestly thought they could have beaten the Steelers this week. That would have been huge for us, but no. Let's be irresponsible. Stupid. Man, I hope we whoop the crap out of the Titans when we play them this year. Wow. But yeah, looking at the Colts, their offense is pretty good. I mean, they got T.Y. Hilton, they got Jonathan Taylor, who I know very well from the Big Ten, They got Mo Alley Cox. They got a nice offensive line. I'll give a lot of credit to Ballard on that. He really built a nice offensive line. It's too bad Andrew Luck couldn't experience it because, Ryan Grigson freaking ruined him. Well, Ryan Grigson's with the Browns, but he ain't doing much of anything here. His role isn't really that big with us now. But yeah, you guys got a really nice offense. Of course, it's led by Old Man Rivers. Out here trashing freaking all the opposing defenses. Imagine freaking Phillip Rivers tries to talk trash to Myles Garrett, and then the next play he gets absolutely flattened. Bro, that would suck for him. Ugh. That's why you don't talk trash to defensive linemen and linebackers because they could just as easily come back at you and freaking flatten you, bro. So how about you keep your mouth shut? All right. Now on the opposite side, on their defense, they got a very nice defense. I think it's one of the best defenses in the league from what I've heard. I mean, up front, you got DeForest Buckner, you got Justin Houston, you got Darius Leonard at linebacker, Bobby Okereke, Anthony Walker, and your secondary consists of Kenny Moore II, Kari Willis, Julian Blackman, and Xavier Rhodes, who has found new life in Indianapolis. So that's pretty cool. Of course, you got Rigoberto Sanchez as your punter and Rodrigo Blankenship as your kicker. So there's that. Nothing crazy there. Of course, you got TJ Carey and Ibrahim Campbell, two former Browns in your secondary too. I don't know if we're really going to see them, but that'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, Eli Anku, another former Brown. God, they got former Browns dotted all over their defense. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, this should be a really good game. Of course, like I said earlier, we're both 3-1. We're both riding 3-game winning streaks. This game's at 425, so the crowd's going to be pretty large when it comes to viewership. And of course, like I mentioned a little while ago, 12,000 fans, so that's pretty dope. But yeah, this should be a really good game. Now, as for my 3 keys to a Browns dub this week, key number 1 is to do what you've always been doing, even without Nick Chubb. Run the ball effectively. You still got Kareem Hunt, although Dearness Johnson and Dontrell Hilliard give you a little bit more of a pass-catching running back duo there with Hunt, because Hunt can obviously catch passes as well. But yeah, I mean, we don't really have the 2 bulldozers. We got a little bit of a thunder and lightning thing going on now. Or I guess you could just say 2 lightnings, but that's pretty cool too, I mean, Dearness Johnson has been pretty effective. Dontrell Hilliard, I mean, we'll see what we get from him. But I expect him to keep running the ball with Hunt. Hopefully Hunt's healthy for this week because, of course, he was battling a groin injury against the Cowboys, which really hurt us even more. But hey, we got to see more of Dearness Johnson and Dontrell Hilliard, and they did pretty good. We ran for over 307 yards on the freaking Cowboys. Now, of course, the Cowboys' defense is utter doo-doo, and compared to the Colts' defense, it's so much worse. But yeah, this Colts defense is going to be very tough to run against. But on the other hand, I expect us to have a pretty good run game. Wear them down, and at the end, you finish them off. Now, key number 2, again, I think it'll be, be smart here. Don't turn over the ball. Of course, Baker's been really good with that lately. I believe he has no turnovers the last 2 games, which is very impressive. And, take care of the ball, move the ball down the field. It's essentially what key number 2 is. Key number 3, how about you get Odell involved again? Get him the ball any way possible, whether it's in the run game or in the passing game. Maybe even have him throw a pass this week. How about that, huh? How about you reverse it? Have Odell throw a touchdown pass to Jarvis. How about that? Look at that. I just gave you an idea. Imagine if we see that this week. Hey, I thought of that. But yeah, I mean, get Odell involved and, keep their defense honest because if you run the ball all the time, they're going to know. It's like, they're going to stack the box and try to stop the run. Then all of a sudden, oh my God, he's going deep to Odell. Odell smoked his corner. Wide open. Touchdown. Imagine if that happens, You run the ball with Hunt, you're killing them with Hunt, and then they stack the box, and then all of a sudden you go over the top to Odell or Jarvis or even freaking Donovan Peoples-Jones, and maybe even we see Rashard Higgins this week because I believe Kadero Hodge went on IR, so expect more of the red carpet this week too. I would love to see Rashard get a touchdown this week. That'd be dope, considering we haven't seen him at all, this season because he's been inactive. But yeah, I expect us to have a really good game this week. Of course, as always, be smart with the ball. No penalties, no turnovers. You already know. As far as my player to watch here, I think it's going to be Kareem Hunt. I expect him to have a pretty good game if he's even close to being healthy, which I think he will be. I did hear he was a little bit sore after the Cowboys game, which I should expect because the dude's battling a groin injury, like I just said. I expect him to be the workhorse for this offense this week. Really beat down on that Colts. I said Cowboys. No, we just played them. The Colts defense and, wear them down. And then when they're on their knees and, they're gasping for air, you finish them off, I expect some big runs from our running backs, and hopefully we can get that dub. Move to 4-1 for the first time since 1994, bro. 26 years ago. I'm 23 going on 24. That's how long it's been since we've been 4-1. I would have loved to go 4-1 this week. But yeah, my player to watch here is Kareem Hunt. And then my final score prediction, I think it's going to be a relatively low scoring game. I think we're probably going to escape this one. I'm going to say 28-24. Browns get the dub. And I think Baker leads us on a game-winning drive late in the game, and defense seals it with a stop, as time expires pretty much. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. Shout out to the Colts fans. Shout out to my Dog Pound brothers. We lit out here, man. 3-1 feels hella good right now. Let's keep rolling, man. Keep it going. Want to know every week. That's the mentality nowadays. So that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go Browns. And I'm out.